All right, I know I want to apologize for the slight delay here. It's just occasionally I have trouble with the Zoom recording, not actually recording it correctly. So I wanted to make sure that I'm live here. So let's go ahead and, okay, there we go. Okay. Occasionally I have trouble with the Zoom recording, not actually recording it correctly. So I wanted to make sure that I'm live. Okay, so let me get back to my screen here. Okay. All right. So before I even get started, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and put in the chat my email address, or if you have any questions, so you can actually reach out to me. And let's see here. All right. So before I even get started, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and let's go. Email address, or if you have any questions, so you can actually reach out to me. So it's rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org, and that's actually very important because it will actually give you the opportunity, because for everybody who's live on this presentation with me tonight, you have the chance to qualify for the weekly drawing as well as the monthly drawing. So with it just being at the end of the month here, you'll actually, by qualifying, you'll be able to, hang on one second here, I'm getting some sort of background. Is it echoing on your end? Let's see. Hang on one second. I'm getting some sort of background. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right, I got it figured out. I was hearing the replay of myself in YouTube, so I apologize about that. Okay, so with the email address below, what I want you to do is just give me your biggest takeaway from this presentation, and that's to qualify for the drawing. All you have to do is let me know what your biggest takeaway from the presentation was. You send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org, and just let's say, hey, Rick, this is what my biggest aha moment of the meeting was, or what I learned from the meeting, or even if it's something in my presentation that you say, hey, Rick, maybe you can explain more of this better, and that way it'll help me actually, give better presentations in the future and be able to communicate more information with people. So that's one way you can qualify for the drawing, is just doing that. And then also I'm going to put down here a website that you can go to. And this is actually gives like a 10,000-foot overview of what I'm sharing with you here this evening. And with this website, it's 7kmetals.com/Rick F. That will actually, on that page, there's 3 short videos where you actually can watch like a very 10,000-foot overview of what I'm sharing with everybody that's here this evening. And then also a little bit later on, I actually put another link in the chat here as far as something that you can find out more information on your own time, something that's, because I know a lot of times in presentations, people, there's questions that you have or something that might come up, and it's like, I wish I had the chance to ask this question. So in this case here, to give you another opportunity to reach out to me directly, and where I could even jump on another Zoom or another call with you and, talk to you one-on-one. So without further ado, what I want to do is go ahead and get started here. And what I'm going to do is I do have a PowerPoint that I want to share with people. Give me a second here. Go. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so we're ready to roll here. Okay, whoops, what's happening there? Here we go. All right, so what we're going to be covering tonight is the most overlooked and simple technique to building wealth and growing your income starting today. And it's basically what I'm going to be sharing with you this evening is the power of precious metals and what saving in the form of silver and gold can actually do for you long term as well as short term. As far as I have a great opportunity to share with everybody. But basically, I would like to say this is an informational video presentation, because even if I do have an opportunity to share with you, but even if you're not interested in it, my biggest purpose here this evening is to actually share some information with you that you might not have been aware of about gold and silver and saving for your future in the form of precious metals. And this is something that, to me, when it was first introduced to me, I had like some vague understanding and concept of the importance of saving in the form of gold and silver, yet I had never done it because I really didn't know how to go about doing it. And like I've said in previous presentations, is that if you don't know how to do something, you just don't do it because you're not aware of how to do it. And this presentation this evening is going to give you some insight as to why it's important to save in the form of silver and gold or precious metals, and what it can do for your future long term. Okay, so what I want to cover in this, what's going to be covered in this presentation is, let me get my picture out of the way there. What is the benefit in saving in the form of gold and silver? And what I'm going to cover is how you can save, who you can trust, because that's important too, because there's a lot of companies out there today that actually will sell you silver and gold or whatever. But there's a lot of key factors that you need to keep in mind. Is for one is, are you getting a good deal? If you can trust the person, if you're getting a good deal. But then also, what are your options when you go to liquidate it? Okay, because it's good to physically have the gold and silver. That's actually a very key important factor. But not only having the physical gold or silver, but what do you want? What happens when the time comes and you need to liquidate it? What are your options? What can you do? And this is what I'm going to share with you here this evening. And also I'm going to share with you how you can afford to purchase gold and silver, even if you're on a tight budget. Now, this is something that it's even if you're making minimum wage or you're making like $15,000 a year, or if you're making $150,000 a year or more, this is something that you can do and actually control yourself. It's something where you can actually control how often and how you go about doing it. And that's what I want to share with you this evening, because there's this big misconception that you have to have X amount of dollars in order to save in the form of silver and gold. And that is actually, it's like I said, it's a misconception. It's not true at all. I mean, the average everyday person, whether you're working at like Burger King or something, or a fast food restaurant place or something, this is something that you can actually work on, actually start building that generational wealth for yourself and your family, and have a more positive outlook on your savings for the future. And that's what I like I said, this is the information I'm going to share with you here this evening is going to be great. And I guarantee you there's a few things that you're going to pick up that you weren't aware of. Okay. And like I said, the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you, can gold and silver really build true generational wealth? Well, in fact, it can. That's the one thing that all the wealthy generational families, the families that have had this generational wealth, that have consistently stayed wealthy, one of the key number one factors of why is because they all save in the form of precious metals, i.e. gold and silver. And that's something that you don't hear them talk about. But this is something that's one of the key underlying factors, that every single one of them has some sort of savings in that form of precious metals. And I'm also going to share with you what your financial institutions and your financial advisors are not sharing with you, and things that they don't want to let you know, which I think is kind of eye-opening, because it's, when I watch this presentation, it's a lot of things were covered that I was never aware of, and nobody's ever shared with me. Okay. And also I'm going to share with you how you can start today. There's it's something that, like I said, regardless of your income, it's something that you can do and control how often and how much you do. And I also have a very, very special opportunity with you. And if you are located in one of these 7 countries here, the United States, Canada, Australia, Ireland, the UK, New Zealand, or Singapore, I'm going to share with you a really special opportunity where not only you can save in the form of precious metals, but actually earn passively at the same time. So it's a really great opportunity. Even if you're not located in one of those countries, I guarantee you you're going to still get definitely some good insight on precious metals here during this presentation. And so you can actually use that information and, keep that for, do it whatever country you're in. It's something that this is like, I know this opportunity is exclusive to those 7 countries, but the concept of what I'm sharing here, that's what's important. So the most important thing is just getting the knowledge and the information here. So who is this presentation for? It's for anyone that understands the importance of saving in the form of gold and silver, but they're not sure quite how to go about doing it. Okay, it's for those who are looking for their options to save and control how much and how often they save. And it's also for those who have a job, but there is no 401k. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of companies out there, especially the smaller businesses. Like, if you're a smaller business owner and you're on this presentation, this is something that to definitely consider to share with your employees, because a lot of the bigger companies and corporations will offer a 401k, which I highly, highly encourage everyone, if you have that opportunity, to take advantage of it. But like with a 401k, the money up, you choose which percentage comes out of your paycheck each week or biweekly, however you're paid. And you don't even see that money, but yet that money is going towards building towards your future. And with what I'm sharing here with you this evening, I'd like to consider this like your own personal one that you control, silver and gold 401k plan. Okay, so that's something to kind of keep that in the back of your head as you're listening to things in this presentation, and it'll click with you as far as what the points I'm trying to get across here. And it's also for those who are looking for money for college. This was shared with me back in December of last year, and I actually took advantage of this opportunity right away because my youngest son just graduated high school in the spring, and he started his first year of college here in the fall. And it actually gives you another option to start putting away money towards something like a college education for your son or your daughter, or maybe your grandkids or something. So it's something that there's a lot of benefits in a lot of different ways that this could benefit you. It's also for those who are looking to put away a nest egg, in just another form, opposed to like maybe if you have your savings account or your retirement funds or whatever you have, this just gives you another option of a way to save. And it's also for, like I said, if you're in one of those 7 countries, we have a great opportunity here where it's for someone who's looking to earn an additional income. This is definitely something that will really be eye-opening because we're not just talking about a couple dollars here on this, the opportunity I'm going to share with you and just kind of give you like a little preview, something where you can earn anywhere from actually $250 a week on up to $12,500 a week. And that's per week, not monthly. Okay. So this is a really great opportunity. And I will share that a little bit more with you after the presentation. Or someone is just wondering what their options are. And this is someone, if you're someone who wants to teach your children the importance of precious metals, because I know for a fact this was not shared with me when I was growing up in high school and junior high and everything, and in college. And also I know my youngest son who just graduated high school, this wasn't shared with him either. So this is something that you can definitely get a lot of information, even if you have your, like your son or your daughter, or your grandkids, watch the video presentation, which I'm going to share with you here in a moment. And it'll actually be pretty eye-opening and something that everybody should be aware of. Okay. Let's see here. So real quick, just to recap how to qualify for the drawing, just give me your biggest takeaway from this presentation, whether it's something that you learned or it's something about what you'd like me to explain better or something. It's just, has nothing to do with the offer I have. This is just my gift from me to you to thank you for participating in the presentation and also giving me your feedback, because that's very important. So just send an email to rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. and you'll qualify for the weekly drawing, which is a $50 cash giveaway. And then also the monthly drawing, which is a rare collectible. Okay, so it's something really nice. So put it this way, it's worth it'll be definitely worth your time to actually take advantage of that. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to bring in a gentleman by the name of Zach Davis. He is the co-founder of this company, one of the co-founders of this company called 7K Metals. And he's actually going to share some really good, interesting points about the value of the US dollar and how it's, why it's declined over the years and what it's done to you and I as far as how we pay for things in our family and everything because of the inflation. But also at the same time, he's going to actually share some interesting points about precious metals and what they have, gold and silver have done over the course of that time. And I guarantee you're going to really have some eye-opening thoughts here after you watch this video. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in Zach. And I really like his presentation, and I'm going to have him do the video here because it's something that it's very step-by-step. And he actually touches lightly on the offer that I'm going to share with you here tonight. But also, I want to take that offer a step further. So stick around to the end of that video, and I will cover that right after, and we'll go from there, okay? So without further ado, here is Zach. And if you have any trouble with the audio, please let me know in the chat. Sometimes it does not come through clearly, but if you have any trouble, just kind of say something in the chat, okay? So here we go. Here's Zach.
Oops. Welcome to 7K. Are you working harder for more money to cover the basics, but it just doesn't seem to go as far? Well, it's not just you. Higher costs and added financial pressures on families.
Whoops, sorry about that.
They're causing fear, uncertainty, and doubt on a large scale. In fact, as of May 2017, did you know that 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense? They'd have to rely on a credit card, selling something, or borrowing money if such event arose. So what's happening with your money? Well, it's in the numbers. If you look at this chart, in 1913, the Federal Reserve was created, and you'll see at that point, $1 was worth $1 in spending power. But in 2013, the dollar was only worth about 5 cents. That's about a 96% reduction in value of the spending power of the dollar since 1913. Here's how it shakes out in real life. This is the everyday price index. This measures inflation for everyday spending in 3 different categories. So this is weighted for different expenses in each group, like more healthcare costs or education costs. Urban renters, 58.1%. Retired couples, 61.6%. Look at this for young families trying to start a family and own a home, 78.3% more inflation. Now look at these numbers. Now, these are things that you have to have on a daily basis. Eating food at home cost 43% more between 2000 and 2018. 59% increase to eat out. Heat sources, 99%. Car insurance, 97%. Water and sewer, 133. Do you know anybody who'd like to go to college today? Maybe a child or grandchildren? 151% increase in college tuition. Medical care expenses, up 97% in the same time frame. Now, do you mind if I show you the case for sound money? Don't worry, it's just a fancy name for gold and silver. Gold and silver is one of the secrets the wealthy have always used for ages to amass and protect their wealth. In fact, governments and financial institutions know and use the secret. They are the largest holders of gold in the world today. There's a reason why. Look at this. What could you buy today with the same silver from 1965? But check this out. If you went to the grocery store and you wanted to buy a gallon of milk and took in 1 ounce of silver or $1 bill, you could purchase that gallon of milk in 1965. But in 2019, 1 ounce of silver would get you 5 gallons of milk. How many gallons of milk would $1 purchase you? Nothing. That's a 410% increase in buying power for silver. Look at the movie ticket. 1965, $1 or 1 silver ounce would buy you a movie ticket. In 2019, 1 ounce of silver would buy you almost 2 movie tickets. That's an 80% increase in the buying power of silver. That means that is a 95% reduction in the spending power of the dollar bill. Check this example out. 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 would buy you 1 Ford Mustang in 1965. But if you took $2,500 into the Ford dealership today, I promise you, you're not walking out with a Ford Mustang. Now, you might be able to get a down payment, but look what happens today in 2020 with the same 2,500 ounces of silver. You could actually purchase 2 Ford Mustangs. Now, here's a great example of the purchasing power of gold and the dollar. Question is, where would you put this $10,000 in 1965? Would you put it in a house or would you put it in gold? Here's how the numbers shake out for 2020. $10,000 put into a home would have turned into roughly $85,000. That's a pretty good return. But the same $10,000 put into gold is $528,251. That is a huge difference. So the question is, after seeing those statistics, does your financial future seem a little bit more challenging? But why aren't your financial professionals telling you about this? The truth is, they don't want you to know. They want you to think it's not important to know the secrets of sound money. But we believe in you and want to guide you in your journey to creating and protecting true wealth for your family and your legacy, because you deserve it. So we're going to show you how to use the secrets the wealthy have always used to confidently get ahead of the game now and forever. We are 7K. The 7K founders are on a mission to change the world. 100 plus years of successful business experience sits between them. In fact, they have changed multiple industries for the better. They have a passion for helping the average person get ahead. And one of these individuals actually created a company that is worth $2 billion today. They have shared abilities, but unique strengths that can help you to achieve the success you want. Here's a message from our founders. We created 7K because we genuinely want to improve the lives of people around the world. We have watched way too many of our friends struggle as the economy fluctuates, employment issues arise, or unexpected changes come up in life. Using the power of gold and silver, we believe we can provide a way for people to create financial independence, preserve their wealth, and live an exceptional life. We started this company because we believe in you. So here's some of the questions that we had when we found out about the power of sound money. Let me ask, do any of these resonate with you? Where should I buy it? Who should I trust? What should I buy? How do I buy in small quantities, and how do I get more of it? So we created a membership that solves many of the problems the average person like you and I face when we buy precious metals. One of the very first member benefits of being a member of 7K is dealer direct pricing on gold and silver bullion. Here's how the process works. The US Mint create coins. They sell those coins to a dealer, and then we sell those coins directly to you. No minimums, no maximums, period. This was just the beginning, and we didn't stop there. But first, the question about what should you buy? To answer that question, we created what we call our buyer certification program. Why? Because we already made all the mistakes so that you don't have to. This expert training helps you identify what type of buyer you are and understand the following. How the wealthy have always used sound money for their gain. The key factors to protect your personal finances in any economy. What's the value of MS-70 in coin collecting and why it's potentially more valuable than bullion? Why governments and large institutions are the biggest buyers of gold and silver. Now here's the 5 reasons for sound money. Hedge against poor government decision and potential economic collapse. Wealth accumulation, wealth protection, portfolio diversification, and last, certainly not least, and probably one of my favorite, is coin collecting. In fact, what if I told you that we all made a $1.2 million mistake because we didn't understand the power of coin collecting? Did you know that if you had purchased one MS-70 Silver Eagle every month since 1986, it would have cost you roughly $40,000 to $50,000? Now that seems like quite a bit of money, but over time, it's really not compared to today's value of that coin collection. It would be worth $1.2 million. The problem is most of us lack a little bit of discipline. So we don't go down and purchase those coins every single month like we should. So we needed an easy way that doesn't require discipline to collect coins every month. And that's why we created our Autosaver program. So we gathered a team of world-class experts to hand select collectible coins to take your collecting and legacy to the next level. Our world-class coins and collections are sent to your door every single month, giving you peace of mind that your saving is on autopilot. Here are the 3 different options that you have for the Autosaver program. First is the basic. We send a 7K exclusive collection, MS-70 Silver Eagle or standard 7K label MS-70 Silver Eagle to your door every single month. Now, we run different labeled series like the US 50 State series for this tried and true collectible. This option features the steady as she goes and most popular collectible coin that has proven to be a great long-term value. Now, our variety coin. This will be quite a showcase when you're finished. These MS-70 coins tell an incredible story from start to finish, and they're delivered to your doorstep every single month. The specialty option are gold and rare silver collectible coins that are a specialty. Often these coins have a limited run of less than 500 coins in the world. With this option, you'll get a mix of both sent to your door every single month. Now, of course, these will be handpicked by our experts. Don't feel secure about storing your collection at home? No problem. We will store your collectibles for free when you actively buy a qualifying collectible coin every single month. Every month you buy is another month we store your coins for free in our private vault. These private vaults are 100% insured by Lloyd's of London. They're military grade security, have inventory management, movement tracking, electronic visibility, and like I said before, one of the coolest member benefits is free monthly storage when you're on a qualifying coin. Perhaps one of the most exciting things that we've done here at 7K as a member benefit is created what we call the Sound Money Wallet. This is a new age of precious metals that has arrived. It's 100% backed by physical inventory. You can buy it, store it, trade it, cash it out, and more. The power is back in your hands with zero hassle and zero headaches. Here's how it works. You can take cash and instantly convert your cash into gold with no fee. Take the same gold and instantly convert it back to cash at one of the best buyback rates on the market. How about silver? You can do the exact same thing. Member-to-member transfers. Instantly send gold, silver, or cash to other members for free. You can also take gold or silver straight to you. You can request your metals to be shipped to your door for the cost of shipping and insurance. It's that easy. It's about time Gold and Silver gave you the freedom that you deserve. And let me ask you something. How many of you like good deals and love to travel? Well, as a member here, one of the other benefits is our 7K Advantage Rewards program. This program is helping you live a lifestyle that only you could design. There's 800 different ways to save. Exclusive offers on travel, local restaurants, wherever you are, everyday services that you're already using, and deals on the largest name brands. Say where you have to spend so you can spend more where you want. 7K getaways. Gold and silver are essential, and we believe it's the key to living a lifestyle and creating memories that will never fade. With our company-sponsored trips, you will make memories that span the globe. Hear what one of our customers has to say. In our 17-year marriage, my wife and I have never been on a plane together, let alone to a foreign country. Because of 7K getaways, we have now been on multiple trips together to places we never thought we would go. Now, remember, as of May 2017, 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 merch day expense. So owning gold and silver is great. Traveling the world is great. But if you don't have the money to do those things, it can be very, very difficult. So here at 7K, we created a way where you can share, earn points, and get paid. Every time you share it with somebody else, you generate points. So when you purchase your membership, it creates a spot in the tracking center. You have the opportunity to build two teams, your left team and your right team. Every time you get 500 points on your left and 500 points on your right, it generates a $500 commission check. Let me just show you the multiple ways to earn. Membership and renewals, monthly autosaver program, rare coin sales, and retail sales. Every time a new member joins your team or a monthly auto saver coin is ordered, whether you shared it with them or another active associate on your team, you will collect points towards a cycle check. And let me show you how to rank up to unlock max pay. As an associate, you can earn up to $500 per week. A copper, $1,000 per week. A bronze, $2,000. Silver, $3,500 per week. As a gold, $7,000 per week. An executive gold, $10,000 a week. And as a presidential gold, $12,500 a week. There are a ton of benefits here at 7K. Here are just some. Residual income for a lifetime, like I just showed you. The autosaver program, where you set it and forget it. The Advantage Rewards program, where you can travel the world and have exclusive deals on some of the best name brands and some of your local favorites. 7K limited and rare coins. The Sound Money Wallet. 1099 tax write-offs because you'll be owning and running your own business. Gold-backed IRAs. 7K healthcare programs. The ability to buy precious metals at dealer direct pricing, and much, much more. So the question is, are you ready to change your life? Here are the two ways that you can get involved with the standard membership or the premium membership. Our standard membership is a one-year membership. It includes the buyer certification training, collector's training, member direct pricing on unlimited bullion, no minimums and no maximums. The Advantage Rewards program, 3 technology credits, access to exclusive low mintage collectibles, 1 graded silver coin, and access to our exclusive Sound Money Wallet. Now, as a premium member, you get a 1-year membership, the buyer certification, collector's training, member direct pricing on unlimited bullion, the Advantage program. But instead of 3, you get 12 technology credits. You get access to exclusive low mintage collectibles. You get 1 MS-70 silver coin, 1 silver bullion coin, 10 business cards, 4 wealth strategy books, and access to the Sound Money Wallet so you can begin sharing this unbelievable opportunity with others. So ask yourself, how would it feel to know that you had control over your financial future? How would your life be different if you had more time and more money to do what you love? The question is, will you join us in our mission to change the world? Pick a membership package and get started today. Thank you for spending some time with us. My name is Zach Davis.
Okay, Zach did a really good job there of explaining, a lot. I mean, the first time I watched this, I was like, holy cow, I knew the importance of saving in the form of silver and gold. But when you actually take a look at those examples that he shared, like when, he's talking about 1 ounce silver coin back in 1965 being equivalent to $1. Okay. And then, what it's done from that time. Okay. And with the silver, what stood out to me was back in 1965, if you had $2,500 or 2,500 1 ounce silver coins, you could walk in and buy a brand new Ford Mustang. But if you took $2,500 into a Ford dealer today, everybody knows you're not going to be able to buy a brand new car. You're going to have, this might be good for a down payment, but you're going to have 4 or 5 years of paying off the car. Whereas if you had those same 2,500 1 ounce coins, you could actually walk off with 2 brand new Ford Mustangs paid for. I mean, that is really kind of mind blowing when you think about it. And then also the gold. If you had $10,000 back in 1965, if you invested that into a house, the value of that house today, or your gain on that investment, would be around $85,000. Which, that is a really good return. 10,000 into 85. But when if you took that 10,000 and put it into gold, and you're looking at over $500,000, that's really mind blowing numbers. And of course, you're talking over the course of time, but also, even when he did that short example of, he was talking about if you collected that $1.2 million mistake worth back in 1986, when they first came out with the Silver Eagle, if you collected one a month, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of hard to pick up here on the screen, but it's like, this is an MS-70 graded silver coin. Okay. And if you collected one of those per month, okay, over the course from 1986 till now, okay, you're talking 35 years, but at the same point, you would have spent maybe between $40,000 to $50,000 on that collection. But when you're doing it monthly, it's really not that much. You're talking just a little bit over $100 a month. But if you did that monthly, you'd be sitting on $1.2 million right now. So that is like a huge, huge gain. I mean, there's nothing that really compares to that. Even like Amazon stock doesn't kind of, with all the splits and everything, that doesn't even Apple, the only thing that's been kind of comparable is maybe like a big jump like that is maybe Bitcoin, but that's kind of, it's not stable. It's not a tangible thing. But at the same point, just to kind of an MS-70 graded coin, what it is, it's this is Silver Eagle to 1 ounce, and this is MS-70 means it's a perfectly graded coin. Okay, a lot of people are like, well, why would I want to grade it? Collect a graded coin, and why don't I just buy bullion or something? There's different reasons for what types of coins or whatever, or what form you collect it in or save it in. But in this case here with an MS-70 coin, it's graded. It's in this hard plastic container. It's graded by the NGC, the Numismatic Grading Corporation. They're one of the top 2 grading companies in the world. And in this case here, what they do is they grade the coin. It's serial numbered and barcoded, so it's traceable and trackable, and it's it's in this hard case, and so you would never be able to get it out of this unless you busted it open. Okay, so you won't want to do that because then it's not going to be in that perfect condition. But an MS-70 coin is a perfectly graded coin, and in order to have one coin graded, first off, you have all the grading companies out there, whether it's something for coins or sports cards or what have you or anything, they all charge a membership fee. Like with NGC, their membership fee is like $25. And just to have them grade one coin, where if you had a coin and you sent it in, it would cost you $35. So just right there that's $60 just to have one coin graded, but then you're not even going to know if it's going to come back in MS-70. And with an MS-70 coin, that's going to guarantee to hold its pristine value and then some. And that's what he was trying to share with that $1.2 million mistake. And I'm not sure if you noticed in the graphic, but one coin from 1996 was worth $6,000. So a 1 ounce silver coin was worth $6,000. And then there was also one in the 1999 series that year that was worth $19,000. So think about that. 1 ounce, a dollar coin, a dollar face value coin, a 1 ounce silver coin worth $19,000. That's just phenomenal. So that's something to keep in mind. I mean, that's kind of why he shared that point about the $1.2 million mistake, because, and that was basically, if somebody would decide to say, okay, hey, I'm going to save like once a month, I'm going to save in the form of silver and get me 1 ounce silver coin. And like in this case here, they were getting graded coins. So over the course of time, you see how that value is built up. You have the examples between the 65 Ford Mustang, the golden in 1965 till now. You have the $1.2 million mistake from 1986 till now. So you can see how over the course of time, silver and gold has actually, maintained its value and then some. And everybody knows that, for as long back, you go back to the biblical times, what did one of the wise men bring the infant Jesus? They brought him gold. Okay, because even back then, gold had that had its value. Everybody always knows the value of gold. Everybody always has known the value of silver. So it's something that's always going to maintain its value. Okay, so I'll get off that high horse. But yeah, so I'm really excited about this because this is really some information that everybody needs to know this. And whether you do something with it now, just have it in the back of your head that, this is an option that you should take a look at some point. And don't make the mistake. And that's why with the 7K membership, what they're trying to do is, they want to prevent you and I from making the same mistake that everybody else made, where they want saving a little bit each month. But if you can, like I said, this is something anybody, regardless of your income, can afford to do. It's just putting a little bit away each month, okay, actually being able to do that. But in this case here, their auto saver program is kind of like your 401k. Okay, it's where with 401k, it comes out of your check ahead of time. You don't even see it. So you're like, you don't even really notice. You just get used to the money not being there. Okay. But yet it's building for you. It's growing for you, depending on how you have it diversified and what you have it split up into. But it's growing for you behind the scenes. Well, if you, with silver and gold, depending on what your preference is, you're actually going to be physically having it. It's going to be sent to you. It's not going to be, this fictitious thing that's out there, kind of like Bitcoin. It's like you can't you can't touch a Bitcoin. So it's like, like with silver and gold, not only are you physically owning it, but it's building that value. And if you could do like one coin a month, and that's what the whole point of the auto saver is so that you don't have to worry about, okay, did I remember to buy it this month? No, with the auto saver thing, you can pick a date. There's 5 days throughout the month that you can choose: the 1st, 8th, 15th, 21st, and 26th. So you can actually even maneuver those days around or whatever if you wanted to. But you can pick a date, and then every month, they charge your credit card or they debit your bank card, depending on how you have it set up for payment, and they send you an email saying, here, this is your copy of the invoice. The very next day, you get another email with the tracking number and the information, because everything is always shipped out via FedEx. Everything comes in a FedEx Express envelope. And as long as I've been with 7K since December last year, I always get everything within 2 days. I mean, I'm in Illinois, just outside of Chicago, and they're in Idaho. So, it might be like different if you're like in a different country. It might take another, day or two or a couple of extra days, but it's always been 2 days for the United States. So they're very thorough with how they do things. But, this is something where you physically, tangibly have it, which is another asset to you. It's not something where it's, if you own it, nobody can take it away from you. I should give it to him. Okay. So, but before I want to touch lightly at, Zach shared part of the opportunity I want to share with you, but I'm going to take that a step further. But just real quick, I'm going to go over there. If you've never heard about 7K, like I tell everybody, always do your due diligence and make your own decisions, based on the information that you find out. If you have questions, I can help you with whatever you have questions on. But with 7K, they're actually located in Idaho Falls, Idaho. So they do have a physical building. It's not like one of these virtual things where you don't know, you can never talk to somebody in person, or you can't walk in their front door. And this is very important that, when it comes to silver and gold, knowing that you're dealing with a reputable company does make a huge difference. But they do have a location. So if you were actually visiting in Idaho Falls, Idaho, you could actually walk into their front door. They operate just like a normal business. They have normal operating business hours. They do have a chat support after hours, which is, I will say this, their chat support has always been fantastic. They're right on the spot with answers and trying to help you out. And there's something that the person or the people in chat might not know that night. I've had like 2 instances where they had to check with other people for answers, but very first thing next morning, I'm getting either an email, and one time I even got a phone call from their customer service. They are really high on customer service, which to me, that's important. Because you want to know if you have questions or you need answers, you want to be able to reach out to someone and get an answer right away. And so they're very good with that. They have when I did this screenshot here, this is out of 40 customer reviews. They had a 4.5 out of 5 star rating, which is great. But what I think is even more important is this right here: customer complaints. This business has 0 complaints. And that's important. The star rating is great, but somebody could say, hey, they're the best company in the world. Or like if you're reviewing a restaurant, hey, it's the best restaurant in the world, but then they go and give it 4 stars, not 5. It's like, well, if they're the best, why did you do that? So sometimes people don't even forget to put the stars in there or whatever. But in this case here, that's what I think is key, is the customer complaints, because if they've been in business since November of 2016. They've been accredited with the Better Business Bureau since December of 2016. They have an A+ Better Business credit rating. So it's like, they're a solid company. Okay. And it's something where, the complaints and the star rating, that's important. And, like I said, I always encourage people to do their due diligence in finding out more about companies before they invest in them. And then one thing I do want to point out too is don't go, if you do Google searches and everything on 7K, in any type of offer, any type of business out there, you always have somebody say, oh, is 7K a scam? No, it's not a scam. I've been with them since December. I have silver and gold. I get it on a monthly basis. I'm an independent associate of 7K, so I am part of their compensation plan. I do get paid like they say they get. So ignore everybody who says that because it's not true. Okay. But that's, like I said, do your due diligence. And a little bit more about the 7K founders. Zach Davis is who spoke to us in the video. There's also Roger Ball and Josh Anderson. And if you're wondering, in the one part of the presentation, Zach made a comment about one of the founders actually created a $2 billion company. And that was, if you're wondering who that is, that's Roger Ball. He's the founder of Melaleuca, and here in the United States, Melaleuca is one of those is a company that's been around for a couple of decades now, and they're a real solid company. But that just goes to show you the type of people that decided to create 7K. And basically, what they want to do is they wanted to make it so that the average everyday person, regardless of your income, race, what your background was financially or how your family was growing up, doesn't matter. They wanted to make it so that everybody, regardless of who you are or where you're at, you had the opportunity to save in the form of silver and gold. And they wanted to bring away, because a lot of people don't know how to do this. And like I said, I was not even aware of this back when it was introduced to me. And that's like, I wish 7K was around 20 years ago. And of course, I'd be probably doing this presentation from a yacht out in the middle of the ocean or something. But it's something that take advantage of the information that you have, and you can go with it however you'd like to. Okay. So what I wanted to offer you is to take the opportunity a little bit further. Okay, they have where you create your membership, and once you create your membership, you can share the opportunity of 7K with other family members or friends or anybody. You can actually share the opportunity and start earning passively in the process. Okay, so you do have to be in those 7 countries, which again is the United States, Canada, Australia, UK, Ireland, New Zealand, and Singapore. Okay, so if you're in one of those 7 countries, you can actually, after you create your membership, when you share the opportunity, you earn points from the people that share below you, okay, that you share it with. Okay, and once you have 2 referrals, or 2 people that you share it with, and one that goes on your left and one on your right, you're qualified as an associate, and that means you're qualified to earn up to $500 per week. Okay, now that's per week, not per month, and the points never expire; they accumulate, and it's like, so you might create your membership and then it might take you 2 or 3 weeks or whatever to get, or a month or something to get to the 500 points on the left and right. But at the same time, you're saving in the form of precious metals, which that's the key point here, is saving for your future. The compensation plan is just a cherry on top. I'll just tell you that. But when you actually physically have it, it does make a difference. And trust me, if you've never done this before, when you actually start getting it coming to you, you're realizing that, hey, you know what, I'm building for my future, and it's going to make a difference. That's where the real satisfaction comes from. But what I want to do is, in order to succeed with the compensation plan with 7K, you need to share the opportunity and actually working. If you're in network marketing or something, or and you have a lot of contacts that you could share it with, you may be able to rank up quickly. But the whole key is helping those that you share the program with, helping them rank up as well. And that's why, like I said, I've said before, this is the biggest pay it forward program I've ever seen, where you, as you rank up, as long as you're helping the people below you rank up, you're going to rank up quicker. And that's the whole thing. And what I wanted to offer to you is to work together as a team. Now, this is not my team. It's not your team. It's our team. We're together. We can grow and have everybody rank up. So my goal is to have everybody that's on our team at least hit the rank of associate, where they're getting that $500 extra a week. And that's something, everybody could, use this $500 extra a week. And it goes from associate to copper, to bronze, to silver, to gold, and executive gold, and it keeps going. But as you rank up yourself by sharing the opportunity, and you help the people below you rank up, you're going to rank up faster. And that's my goal, is to work together as a team where we will like communicate as far as, how many people that you have that you're referring. And then also I'll be communicating with you on how many people I have, where I would actually even share your links with other people to help you qualify, because as you're growing and qualifying and moving up, it's helping me qualify and grow and moving up. And that's what it's all about, is to work as a team. That's what I wanted to offer you. Now, if you're interested in doing that, we can do that. That's an option. If you're not interested in working as a team, or maybe you just want to collect the silver or gold, one per month, and you're not interested in earning the passive income, that is totally fine too. That's up to you. But by default, when this is done correctly, with sharing with people, regardless if you want to or not, at some point, if it's done correctly, which is how I intend to do it, and we'll do it with you, is you at some point will earn passively, okay? And without too much effort. But in this case here, if you want to work together as a team and communicate with me, and help me help you, and then at the same time you're helping me, see how that works, then I want to offer this to you. Okay. So like if you just wanted to create your membership and just start collecting or start saving in the form today, and like if you're a grandparent, you want to start saving for your grandkids or something like that, maybe at Christmas time, give them each a silver coin, a graded silver coin, or a graded gold coin, or something like that. You can do that. Okay. So there's different options there too. So like if you want to just create your membership, you can go to www.7kmetals.com/RickF. And there'll be 3 short videos on the homepage there. You can watch those 2. It's going to give you like a 10,000-foot overview of what I've already shared with you here this evening. So you can create your membership there. There's a button that says "Sounds good, I'm in," or "Sounds good, let's get started." And you click on that, and then it'll go ahead and get you started. And if you're thinking, well, if I don't want to use this is my affiliate link here, my associate link, which is the 7kmetals.com/Rick. If you go to their website, like if you just went to 7kmetals.com, they're going to ask you who you referred you to, because that's their whole point, is they want to pay it forward. It's a pay it forward company. They're trying to help as many people out as possible, not only by saving for their future, but helping those members that actually share the opportunity. Okay. And that's like when Zach mentions in one video, which is, I won't show it because it'll make this presentation too long, but it's like if you go to a restaurant and you have great food or something from the restaurant, and you leave and you tell your friends and your family and coworkers, and they go there and eat. Does the restaurant owner give you like a percentage for them, you sending them their business? No. Or like if you go to a movie and you recommend the movie to your family and friends, and does the movie company or the theater actually give you a percentage of that sale? No. But why not? You're referring the company. It's like with 7K, it's like, you know what? They have a great company. They have great product, or a great way to save for the future. And so they're rewarding the members that actually share the opportunity. So want to have up this compensation plan. So it's like, there's nothing, hidden message or something like that. This is all, they're straight on the level. And like I said, I've been with them since December of last year. And I have, nothing but 5-star reviews as far as in my book goes, as far as the quality of their service, the quality of the company, and everything that they do. I really highly recommend them. Okay. So if you want to work together as a team, what you can do is you already have my email address, rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. That's how you can qualify for the drawing for what I'm doing personally from me to you. But go ahead and send me an email. And when I get your email, what I will do is I will share a link with you. I will send you a link, and it's not even going to be my own. Okay. It'll be somebody that's on my team already, that's on the team, because I have people on my left and people on my right. And so I'll be sharing somebody else's link with you. So it's not even going to be my own. So see how that works. So when you get that link, create your account, and then it'll ask you to create a username. And like I always tell people, try to keep, like I have mine kind of short here. It's Rick F. It's easy to remember. Try and keep something relatively short. If you can't, that's okay too. But and make it so it's something that's easy to remember, so that when you're talking to people about it, say, hey, go to 7kmetals.com/Ken W or something like that. Or, like in this case here, I have Rick F. So, and keep it professional, because you want to maintain the integrity of 7K, because like I said, they are really an outstanding company. So go ahead and create your membership, and then send me your affiliate link. Okay. Then what I'm going to in turn do is I will go ahead and share that with people. So you see how that works? And this is how you grow. We grow as a team, and everybody here. I would love to have like 100 team members that are all, at ranked silver or all ranked gold or something, or executive gold. So this is really a great opportunity. Okay. But when you send me your uh, email and put your phone number down and the best way to reach you on your cell phone. And this is, I'm not going to call you or anything. This is just gives us another way of communicating, because like, say, if you have a question on something, sometime you want to say, hey, Rick, what do I tell you? Somebody's asking about this. What can you tell me about this right away? I will be able to help you out with that information, because when you send me your email, when I send you the link that I want you to sign up under, I will have my cell phone number on there as well. I used to have it on here, but this is live on YouTube, and I don't want everybody and their brother calling me. So I will have my cell phone number on that email, so you have a way of communicating with me as well. Okay. And this is a way for us to communicate. Just give us another option. Okay. And then also, if you have if you can send me your mailing address, what I'm trying to do is put together a nice little package for our team, just a thank you from me to you for being a part of the team. So if you want to include your mailing address, I will work on. I'm still waiting for one thing to come in, and I'm sorry, I've been kind of dragging my heels and I haven't got everything finalized with the order, but once it comes in, I will be sending it out to all the team members. So you could do that as well. Okay. So just to kind of recap things. I just wanted to share this with you real quick. Okay. This is you can look at, it's a return on investment calculator. Okay. An ROI calculator. In this case here, I have return on savings, because that's what you're doing. You're saving in the form of precious metals. And like, say, if you went with the basic membership, which is $199, and the autosaver for the MS70 graded state series coin, that's $105. But what it is with the shipping and insurance, it comes out to like $116 a month with some change. So this is what I base this calculator on. So say if you created your membership, and over the course of a year, you'd spend, with the shipping, insurance, and getting the coin, you'd spend a total of $1,392. Okay. But once you qualify as an associate, you're eligible for up to $500 per week times 52 weeks. So your return would be $26,000. Now, this is providing that you share the opportunity, and you're not afraid to share it, and you're not too shy about sharing it, which I'm not. I mean, I think this is a great opportunity. So I get really excited about when I share it. But in this case here, so like if you spent $1,392 and you did qualify as an associate real quick and started earning those passive income checks, you're over the course of a year, your investment gain is $24,608, which is a 1,767% increase. Okay, so that's just something to keep in mind. Okay, so in essence, what you're doing is, even though you paid for your membership and then you have your monthly autosaver, you theoretically are having your silver or gold, depending on what you go with, paid for. So if the more you share the opportunity, and the people in your downline get points, all those points, put anybody in your downline, those points go to you as well besides them. Okay, so that's something where you can earn passively. And this is why with the 5 days throughout the month, it's a great opportunity. That's how you would consistently get points throughout the month, because not everybody's going to have the same autosaver ship date. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you because it's pretty powerful. So just, I got the income disclosure up here because we are talking about saving in the form of gold and silver, but at the same time, the possibility of earning passively. So I do have to have this up there. So nothing's guaranteed. It all really depends on how much you share it, how much I share it. And that's why I do these presentations, because I really think that it's a great opportunity. And the more we can share with people, the more we are all going to have success. And that's what the key to life is to, everybody talks about making money, how you can make money here and here and there, but nobody really tells you what to do or talks about what do you do once you make that money. Where should you save it, or what options should you save it in? And that's what I'd like to share with you here. And that's a real quick point. One thing your financial institutions or your financial advisor is probably not sharing with you is what you should do as far as saving in the form of precious metals. I've never had any of my banks or, a financial advisor say, hey, Rick, you need to save like 10% a year in gold and silver. They've never, ever mentioned gold and silver. Okay. So, and with the bank, a bank's not going to tell you to do that. They're not going to say, hey, go over to 7K and, you can save in gold and silver, that way you can purchase silver and gold and build up equity, have it grow over time. They're not going to tell you that, because if you're doing that, you're not putting money in their bank for them to use your money. So just kind of keep that in mind. Okay. That's something where, like I said, my biggest purpose for this meeting was just to educate people and share the opportunity and why it is important to save in the form of precious metals. Okay. So just real quick to recap the different memberships. There's the standard, which is $199. Okay, like when I was introduced to me right in December last year was exactly 2 weeks before Christmas. Now I've already kind of a tight budget for spending for Christmas presents and stuff. So I just went with the standard membership, was $199. And then I went with the basic autosaver. So it was $199 to get started. And yeah, you get more points depending on which membership you start with. But that's, it'll help towards you ranking up quicker, faster, but that's not necessary in order to, you can become an executive gold with a standard membership just as fast as you can with a premium membership. It just depends on how well everything is shared. Okay. So the standard is $199, the plus is $359, and the premium membership is $499. Okay. And so with that, you do get, depending on your package, like at the time when I enrolled, I did get this book, this American Silver Eagles book. I actually have it right here. And it's a really nice book. It's an autographed copy. It's autographed by, oops, you can't see it on there. That's terrible. Oh, there we go. By Miles Standish. And it actually goes over the history of the Silver Eagle. And also in some parts has the number of coins that were actually graded MS70 and, value of it and what it means as far as having graded coins versus raw bullion or raw Silver Eagles. Okay. So it's a really nice book, but you also get some form of silver or gold, depending on your package. And with mine, with the standard membership, I wound up getting an MS69 coin, which is just a hair shy of being perfect, but it's a MS69, MS70. You're going to get like top dollar for those if you ever go to liquidate them. So those, you do get something with your membership package, and depending on which package you go with, you get more the more you spend, obviously. Okay. So here are the costs for the autosaver, the 3 different choices to choose from. Basic is $105. Variety is $139. And this, I should have corrected this before the presentation. This is actually, the specialty now is actually $179. What that is, it's a half gram. Half gram is kind of small, but it's gold. Okay, so this is this is a PF70 Ultra Cam Meal. So PF70 is equivalent to an MS70. Its serial number, serial numbers and barcoded, and it's graded. Okay, and it comes with a little certification card. And this is something that, it's going to maintain its value. So you've got basically pure gold here. It's something, it's half gram, 0.999 pure gold. There's only 5,000 of these minted. And the face value on this little tiny coin is $5. But the actual value of it, because it's gold, is, in this case here, you're paying $179, and that's getting a graded MS70 state series, or it's actually the animal state series. So for the US, there's 50 states. Each state has its own animal. And so that's what it's like in this case here. This is the Montana, and it looks like it's a butterfly or a mounting cloak, or more. Oops, I'm sorry, I can't read without my glasses. Morning cloak. Okay, so that's what you get. Okay, that's what the specialty. So that's $179, and then there's the shipping and insurance on all of these. But you do have the 5 days to choose from: the 1st, 8th, 15th, 21st, and 26th. And how do you earn points, and how do you become an associate? So if you refer 2 people, you get 2 people, and you control which side of your downline they go on. You want to have one on your left and one on your right, and you qualify as an associate. So what that means is once you have 2 people referred, and each of those people, as they refer people, and they get their autosaver ship, there's points attached to memberships, autosavers, and then also your website. So your personal referral link is your own personal version of 7K's website. So there's items that people can buy. You can actually post it on your social media, whether it's your LinkedIn, your Facebook, Instagram, wherever you're doing anything online, Twitter even. You can actually put your link there. And if somebody goes to your website and makes a purchase, you get credit for that. And then it also gives them, it's an indirect way of offering those people memberships too, because when somebody goes to buy something from your website, it'll ask if they're a member. And if they say no, they'll say, well, this is what our membership is. So you have that indirect way of offering people the memberships there too. But any purchase made from your website, you get credit for that. So those all the points from the people that are below you, whether it's your left and right, because it keeps going down. Okay. So all those people on your left and right, those points, anytime they make a purchase or share a membership or something, those points go to you as well. Okay. It goes to your upline. So that's how you will, the positioning is critical as far as where you are when you start, because the more, the sooner you start, the better, because the more people that are below you, their points and everything will put level up to you. Okay. So that's how you become an associate. You get 2, one on your left and one on your right. And then when those points totals hit 500 each on your left and right, then they put $500 in your Sound Money wallet. And that's where everything goes first. It goes to your Sound Money wallet. It's held there at roughly a week. And then it gives you the option of one to send it to your bank, or you can keep it in there and use it for your autosaver or your purchasing or whatever, depending on what you want to do. Or, if you want to just have it sent to your bank, then you can do that. Okay, so the money is there. And but what they started doing at the end of last year is they wanted to try and help associates out quicker. So they decided that if you had, like, say, if you had 300 points on your left and 300 on your right, but you weren't quite, obviously to 500, well, they did a cutoff thing where if you hit 250 on your left and right, they would issue, give you a payment of $250. Okay. And then that money, those points cycle out of your total. So in that case there, you would have 50 left and 50 right at the end of the week. And they cycle their points every Saturday at 12 p.m. Mountain Time. So I always highly encourage people to just double check your back office, make sure that there's nobody in your holding tank, because there's a way for you to have members go into your holding tank. And usually it's held there for 36 hours. But at the end of the week, when they cycle, anybody that's in a holding tank that's not been placed, it'll automatically place it on the side that you have picked for. And I have another video on my website that I share that with also. And just real quick on that, if you go to silverandgoldsolutions.org, I do have some step-by-step tutorial videos on how to do things and handle things with 7K, and also some information and tidbits on gold and silver as well. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So this would be actually a copper right here, but for you to be an associate, you have left and right. It's binary, so it goes down like this. So your first person would be here, your second person there. So that qualifies you as an associate. Then your next goal is to help those two people become an associate. Once those two people become an associate and you refer two more people directly yourself, then you're a copper, then you're at $1,000 per week. So you see how that works? So it's basically, you want to help your downline succeed, because as you're helping your downline succeed, you succeed as well. Okay. So this is technically really how it looks. So you've got your left and your right. Those are your first two direct referrals. Then you're going to help those two first direct referrals get a left and a right themselves. So they would become an associate. Then your next direct referral yourself, there, here, and here, that qualifies you as a copper. Okay. And I go on more in depth on one of the videos on the website. So that as far as qualifying to become a bronze, which is the next level, which is 2,000 a week. In that case, what you would need to do is to help these two associates here, help them each become coppers. And once they become coppers and you do two more direct referrals, you become a bronze, which is at $2,000 per week. So that's $104,000 a year. Okay, so it can go pretty quick. So you have the 500 a week, 1,000 a week, and then 2,000 a week, and then after that it's the silver, which is $3,500 a week. So just to recap their share plan, like I said, I'd almost like to call it a pay it forward plan, because you are sharing the great opportunity, but you're helping others, and so you're paying it forward. Okay, just by me sharing this information with you, it gives you some more information on why you should save in the form of silver and gold and why it's important. Not just because of the compensation plan, but what it is for you. So you're not only saving for your future, you're earning passively in the process. It's a win-win situation. So just to cover their ranks, again, I've got the income disclosure here because we are talking about money and the exchange of money for silver and gold. Associate is one on your left, one on your right. It qualifies you for $500 weekly. Copper is 2 and 2. That's $1,000 per week. Bronze is our copper is $1,000 per week. Bronze is 3 on your left, 3 direct referrals on your left and right, and that's $2,000 per week. The silver is $3,500 a week. And when you hit the rank of silver, if you reach that in the first 90 days, what 7K is going to do is to reward you for helping share this great opportunity with people. If you hit silver within the first 90 days and you're able to actually hold that rank for an additional 45, where it means that somebody didn't sign up or something to get you the points and then drop off or something. If you can hold that for 45 days, they're actually, after you hit it within the first 90, they'll give you a 100-ounce bar of silver. Okay, which is just another, right now that's worth roughly, and it's been kind of fluctuating anywhere from $2,800 up to $3,200 just for that bar. And that's just their way of thanking you for sharing this great opportunity with people. So they really, really go out of their way to give some great benefits to its members. So, and the membership is like you've seen in the video, there's so much more to it when you understand it's not just paying for something. You do get something in return right away, but at the same time, there are so many more benefits that hopefully you'll understand that when you look at everything. But after silver, it's gold at $7,000 per week. Executive gold is $10,000, and presidential gold is $12,500 a week. So if you hit executive gold, that's another extra $50,000 a month, and that's more. $50,000 is more than most people make an entire year here in the United States. So just kind of keep that into concept or in retrospect there. So our perspective is actually the word I'm looking for. So in this case here, just to close out the income disclosure thing, at the time they put together these numbers. This goes from November 2016 to October of 2020, end of October. Out of everybody who was qualified to receive passive income, but this means that they were qualified, either they did or they did not, but they were qualified to earn up to $500 per week. Out of all the members that were with 7K, and there's tens of thousands now, there's a lot of people with 7K, 92% of them were just qualified as associate. That means that they at least had at least one left and one right. So the majority of people just kind of share it with probably immediate family or friends or something, that they don't take it that step further. But that's what I can work with you on, sharing it with other people too. Okay, I can do a presentation, I can give you some ideas, and I will do another presentation on just tips and ways that you can share the opportunity of 7K. Because if you really think about it, there's a ton of ways. Out of for copper, 6% of the people were coppers, 1% were bronze, and less than 1% were silver at the time they did these numbers. And there were also gold and executive golds, but it's, in presidential gold, but they were less than 1% still. So it shows you the bulk of people are an associate. Okay, but that's what I want to do, is I want to work together with you, have it be our team, and have us. I want to see everybody at least hit associate, but ultimately, minimum, I want to see everybody hitting silver. That would just be, if you're at $3,500 a week, that's an extra $14K a month. That is just a great. Your life changes quite a bit when you have that kind of money, because you don't have to stress about money anymore. Okay, and actually, some people have actually used 7K as their business. That's what they do, is they just share the opportunity, and they're earning enough passive income to where that's how they make their life living now. Okay, so just to recap the member benefits, and then go ahead and wrap this up. You have access to the Sound Money Wallet, which that is trademarked. That is something that 7K created. So that's something where you can actually take the silver or your money and exchange it for silver or to gold, or go from silver to gold, or vice versa and back. And also, one thing I want to point out, this is something that's very important. People are like, well, why would I want to try? What happens with my money if something happens to me as I'm ranking up? So, like, say if you achieve the rank of, we'll just say silver, for example, because that's what I'd love to see everybody ultimately at least have. Be it excellent if we could all be executive golds, but if you were ranked at silver, and say something happened with your health or whatever, you could actually will your earnings or your rank to another member, as long as you're a 7K member. So say if you're on here and you became ill and you wanted, and your wife or your husband was a member of 7K, you could actually will your earnings or your rank to that person. That's how they've even thought of that. So it's something where, even after you're gone, the people that you love or the people that you care about, they could still benefit from you and your work efforts towards becoming a 7K member and ranking up. Okay, so that's something that's really special. They don't talk about it. It's in the kind of like the fine print or their terms and everything, but that is something that they do offer, which I think is just tremendous. Okay, I really do. They have the autosaver program. Like you said, it's a way for you to set it, pick a day a month, and then that every month at that date, you're saving in the form of silver and gold, depending on what you choose. They have a 7K healthcare program. I'm not sure about what month their enrollment period is. I know like every company has an enrollment period for insurance, but they do offer insurance. So if you even offer supplemental insurance. So if you're working and your company doesn't offer it, this gives you another option to get it. They have the direct pricing. So instead of you paying all these markups from it, going from the dealers, the mill sells it to a dealer, and then 7K purchases from them, just like Zach explained. That way, you're not, if you go through like a silver and coin shop or someplace or some other place online, there's usually different markups. In this case here, you're getting dealer direct pricing. 7K passes it on to us. the 7K limited edition and rare coins, and they have some really tremendous coins. If you're a collector or a coin collector, they have some really sweet looking coins, and some of them I've seen some with as low as mintage of like 300. I know they have some coming up out soon that are like 99 or less. That's in the world, okay? And so you get some opportunities for some really rare coins. There's 1099 tax advantages once you hit the rank of associate. There are certain things that you can actually use as tax benefits. So that's something I would highly encourage everybody to check with your CPA just to make sure you're counting what you should keep track of. And then one other note on that too is when we're talking the 500, 1,000, or even like the 250, when you get that money, when you earn that from 7K, they don't tax it. They don't take the tax out. Okay, so you get that full amount, but at the end of the year, they submit what your earnings are to the government. So just keep that in mind that you will need to kind of like put some money on the side just to pay for taxes when it comes time for taxes. Okay. They have a gold-backed IRA, which is another great opportunity. They have the 7K advantage, which is what Zach was talking about, where it just, you can save, you get it automatically as part of the membership. So it gives you a little extra ways to save money here and there. And there's an app for it too. So it's very easy to use. You just plug in your city or town that you're in, and it'll bring up the different restaurants, hotels, movie theaters, whatever is in there. Whatever's in that city has, you'll be able to get discounts for that. Even fast food places too. You have residual income for life, because once you create your membership, the benefit of it is you're saving consistently month after month for your future. But at the same time, when you bring in other members and they realize that, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm actually building a nice sound, like they call it sound money, a nice sound future for my family, or for my kids and my grandkids too. They're going to want to stay a member. So as long as you're active and they're active, the membership fees, that's yearly. But once, by the time you hit the end of your year, you should be, as we're working together, you should be hitting your passive income sooner, but you'll definitely be getting passive income. So there's, just as long as you keep your membership current and the members below you keep theirs current, then you'll always have that residual income. There's e-commerce sales directly from your website. Like I mentioned, your referral link is going to be your own personal website for 7K. You can't change it, but it's like pre-built or anything. So, but it's like 7K's personal website, but it's coded to you. So everything that happens on that website, you get credit for. Okay. So I was really excited to share this with everybody. I really appreciate everybody's time. If you have any questions, you can send me an email at rick@silverandgoldsolutions.org. And that's also, if you want to work together as a team, go ahead and send me an email and say, hey, Rick, I saw your presentation. Let's go ahead and get this rolling. Can you send me a referral link? And then I will take a link. And like I said before, it will not even be my own. It'll be somebody else's on the team. And I will send that to you. And then you can go ahead and create your membership with that. And also, one real quick last point. When you create your membership, make sure you use your address and it matches what's on your driver's license or your ID, your government ID, because that is part of their checks and balances. They have to know. They do require you to send a copy of your front and back of your driver's license or ID. That's just their way of double checking that you say who you are, because we're dealing with silver and gold and money. So it's something that's very important that you use the address that's on your government issued ID, because you will have to supply that to them. And they're 100% legitimate. I mean, like I tell you, they make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. And this is just another way, because your very first shipment, even if you want going with something where you're using the sound or the sound money vault, you still have to have your very first shipment has to go to you. And that's just another way of them verifying that you are who you are and your location is where it is. Okay. So that, there's no shenanigans involved. So anyways, just make sure that you use the address that's on your government ID. Okay. So after you create your membership, go ahead and send me an email back. And on my email, I have my phone number for you to contact me if you have any questions, or if you want to text me or something, or you could even text after you create your affiliate ID or your membership name, send that back to me. And then I will in turn share your link with the next person. Okay. So that's how together we're going to grow as a team. Okay. I really want you to succeed. I really want, like I said, I think this is one of the greatest opportunities I've had shared with me. And I'm really glad to be able to share that with everybody tonight. So even if you're not able to take advantage of this opportunity, I hope you've got some great insight, some great value from this presentation. That was my main goal. And like I said, go ahead and send me an email at ricketsilverandgoldsolutions.org. When I get your email, I'll send you a link. Go ahead and create your membership, and then go ahead and send me an email back and say, hey, Rick, this is my membership ID, and here's my link. And we'll go from there. And together as a team, we'll really make a big difference in people's lives. Okay, so I'm really glad that you took the time to spend this evening with me. I hope you're doing well. Like I said, if you have any additional questions, hit me up there at ricketsilverandgoldsolutions.org. And I look forward to talking to you and looking forward to having you on the team. Okay, thanks again. And I wish everybody a great weekend coming up. Take care. Bye. I'm actually going to throw this down in the chat. This is the direct website, ricketsilverandgoldsolutions.org. You can actually go there, and I have some additional videos, step-by-step tutorials if you're wondering what it really kind of looks like on the inside, so to speak. So if you can check that out too. It's or you can email me at ricketsilverandgoldsolutions.org, or you can visit https://silverandgoldsolutions.org, and there's more information on that page too. Thanks again, everybody. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.